Ndị Igbo ekeneni m unu. Asị m na ọ ya dịrị ana Igbo na mma. Na ana Igbo ya dị ka echi, na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Ihe a bụ Igbo Media bụ ebe a siwetara ya bụ akụkọ ụwa gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe na-eme na ana Igbo n'ebe niile gbara gburugburu bụ ana Igbo si wee bido. Dịka o si dị, ozi ewetara unu ụbọchị nke taa bụ ozi gbasịta maka mkpagbu a na-eme ndị Igbo and nwere onwe a na-azụ n'ana Igbo, dịka unu si wee na-anụ ya n'ebe dị iche iche ka o si ada. Ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ ọbụna nke ụbọchị izi gị gaba arụ ka ịtụsa ya bụ ozi anyị na-achọ ịnọ na Igbo Media kwurute ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ n'ebe dị iche iche ka e wee kọọrọ ụmụnne fa wee marakwanụ ka ya bụ ife si akpọtụ n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya ma ndị nwere ụwa na-azọ n'ala Igbo. Dịka o si dị, a ga-alapụ unu ugbu a ka unu gee ya bụ ozi nke anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'ụbọchị uruchi nke taa. Ị ga-esi ya gị deela anyị n'akara kọmentị ihe iche n'ụdị nke gị gbasịta maka ya bụ ife. Ngwadalụ nwanne m, gwa ya okwu.
Now is crying out. They are crying out in their own asses. Probably the man that is crying now from the DSS, the heat have hit him in one way or the other. So the thing has finally hit him in one way or the other. It now come to concur on what Master Nnamdi Kanu have already said, which many Nigerians are crying, which I have cried before. But they refuse to give us audience. And today, he himself has come out. Glory be to God that is coming from the DSS, the department that have denied Master Nnamdi Kanu. He's right, based on the truth and the fact which he have told the Nigerians, and they don't want to admit to it. Thank God he's coming. And look at what Master Nnamdi Kanu now finally said. He said he will be released soon. Yes, of course, he has to be released soon because the matter is too much. The matter has been delayed, over-delayed itself. And let me tell you this. For your information, I know some people will say, how can they release him? They are not treating Master Nnamdi Kanu case based on Biafra. Kanu is not standing based on Biafra. He's not facing any trial whatsoever based on Biafra. He is challenging the Federal Republic of Nigeria based on kidnapping, terrorism charge that was against his human right and against the right of a nation. You understand? So for agitation is not a crime, but kidnapping is a crime. So Kanu is standing in the axis of kidnapping, that Nigeria kidnapped him from Kenya, which recently you can discover, you can see it, that even Kenyan government now are demanding for Master Nnamdi Kanu, telling Nigeria to bring Master Nnamdi Kanu back to Kenya. You understand? Because the heat is now hitting on them, because what they have done to Master Nnamdi Kanu is inhuman. Is what we call inhuman. You understand me? Because for you to allow somebody to come into your country, you must have, in one way or the other, be satisfied with the document of that person tender before you. It didn't just come and troop into your country without the permission of the country or the government of that country. And how can you allow somebody to come into your country and use that avenue in order to go against his human right, humanitarian right?
He was not protected by Kenyan government.
At all, he was not protected, which is supposed to be protected the same way as other citizens have been protected in the country. Let's assume now, Kenya came, when I came to Nigerian embassy seeking for this, to the embassy seeking for Nigerian this thing, then they allow him to come and they treat him like that. How would they feel? You understand? Because of the stupid bribe money which they collected from Lailai Muhammad and Muhammadu Buhari and the rest, they collide together, including which Tinubu participated in it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu participated in that same crime. You understand it? So they now use the money they collect because they are poor, they are wretched. Let me use that word because a reasonable country cannot do that.
Yes, but there's this speculation that from what we are gathering from Kenyan government, that they have budgeted to pay Nnamdi Kanu 20 billion naira worth of their money. According to the source there, over the illegality that happened, damages that happened in that.
That cost him, because as he was caught, he was tortured at the same time. He was, tortured to the point of the level of coma. You understand? If not the fact that God was with him, he would have died. even before Nigeria arrival. You understand the way, the condition and the situation they placed him that makes him to become so weak that Nigeria just enter and just carried him just the same way like Samson. You know, just like the same way the Delilah deceived Samson, and the Philistine came on him after him and captured him. So that was the game that they played. You understand? It was inhuman. And now, glory be to God, they are coming up now. They have come to realize to their senses. And let me tell you, do you know why they are coming up like this? I said this thing before, that the coming of Donald Trump will give many nations sense of belonging. It will give many people what? Sense of belonging. The coming of Donald Trump. And that is what is happening. You know, this thing has happened before Trump even come into power. Why is it that they did not do all these things until now? It is now that Trump has taken over the power that every nation are now busy adjusting themselves, including Nigeria.
Is it because of Trump president that make Kenyan government to sit up and Nigerian government to sit up? We saw it clearly yesterday when Nnamdi Kanu made it was a broadcast like, that he will be released soon.
Of course.
How did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu get to that conclusion?
See, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
This is the first time he's saying it.
Yes, he said it before now. What did I say so? If you go to the last court that he went, in September 24, that was 2024, he said that I have spent 4 years, that the 5th year will not kill me. It signifies that he will be released this year. He's planting at this year. He said the 5th year will not kill him. He's planting at something, and I captured it that very day, that he will be soon released. You understand? And if you watch now, this man, no matter show that I have come into it, for the very first time, for the past 10 years, the schedule Mazen Nnamdi Kanu court case, within the short period of time, within 10 days to sort it out. You understand? This month, April 29, he will appear in the court. May 2nd, he will appear in the court. Then May 6th, he will appear in the court to finalize everything. See, the presence of Donald Trump is a very huge lesson to every other nations, especially in Africa and here. What am I saying? You see people like Kenya now, I agree. Kanu have never sued them all. Kanu have never written any petition against Kenya. Kanu have not done anything or said anything about Kenya. Look at how Kenya's government are the one running helter-skelter on how to make peace before he will be released. Are you getting it? Because they have seen it that this man, if we should fold our hand and allow him to petition us, allow him to rise against us, if he can handle Nigeria like this, that means them are too small for him to handle. And they went far in his case. So in every area, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should carry Kenya. Kenya cannot come out of it because actually they went too far on his fundamental human rights.
Are you surprised that everybody in Nigeria now is just talking about Nnamdi Kanu? Why sudden spread, rise of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, both in the north, middle belt, everywhere, everybody's talking about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has dominated the social media for the past less than a week now. What is actually going on?
No, the thing that is going on is this. It is no longer the fight of the Igbos. It has become the fight of God. He said, I will fight for you. Hold your peace. The case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the case of Biafra, is the case of what happened in the days, in the book of Judges, in the days of Jephthah. He said, hold your peace. I will fight for you. Just believe in me and believe in your prophets. Then leave the rest. And another one comes in the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 20, verse 20. You understand? So all these Bible scriptures are given to you is what is speaking out in the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Today, it's happening. Everybody is talking about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because international bodies, the Lord God Almighty, whom Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is serving, whom I am serving equally, whom the Biafrans are serving, have risen to do justice. And you have seen it that the justice can never take place here.
Ngwanụ daalụ niile nụ ụmụnne m dịka unu si na-esoro anyị n'Igbo Media. Gịnị ka unu nwere ikwu na nkọwa nke unu gbasara maka ihe unu nọ n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa? Gwa anyị ife iche n'ụdị nke gị, deela ya n'akara kọmentị ka mara ihe i chere, ma chetakwa tụsa ya bụ ozi ka o wereta ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ntị. Ndewo na ụmụnne m, ka emesịa.